Here are your Dragonflight reminders this week, and it's time for a new season. We got that too. Hey, it's Soul, and you can support this channel by liking the video, subscribing for more coverage, and catching me live on Twitch. The fourth and final season of Dragonflight begins this week, and here's what's happening to the best of our knowledge. Virtually all of Dragonflight is getting a plus 39 item level upgrade. The activities and rewards that you're used to are getting a big power boost. Now, it doesn't mean that you should worry about getting killed while making soup. Outdoor activities aren't going to scale in such a way that, making soup is going to be a dangerous task, but think twice before pulling that Dream Surge empowered Elite Rare day 1. In this first week of the season, the Vault of the Incarnates raid is going to be hit with the Awakened buff, which raises its difficulty and loot drops to appropriate season levels. The Raid Finder item level requirement is expected to be 463, which is the same requirement that you're going to see throughout the Awakened season. To support some fast raid gearing, Antique Bronze Bullion will drop from bosses at a rate of 1 per week. I'm not sure if this is going to be linked to a quest or a drop necessarily, but it is considered a season currency, and the cap will also go up by 1 per week. This means players who happen to miss out or make new alts, they can still obtain bullion until they've caught up with everyone else. New vendors will be available to purchase weapons, trinkets, and weapon appearances from the Dragonflight raids. Also included is a way to continue powering up your legendary weapon and the Slime Cat. It's a mount from the Shadowlands expansion. You can find this vendor at the Parting Glass at the Bronze Enclave of Valdrakken. By the way, over in Valdrakken at the Big Fountain, you can pick up a new weekly quest called Last Hurrah. That's the equivalent of the Aiding the Accord quest, but it too is boosted. This week in particular, you're going to need to do a Community Feast, Siege of Dragonbane Keep, and a Grand Hunt. This will award a chest containing champion gear, and you'll get a half spark towards high-level crafting. Reputation gains with the Dragonscale Expedition, the Maruk Centaur, and the Iskara Tuskar are increased as part of this Awakened buff. So this could be a good time to use those reputation insignias and stack those with the Forbidden Reach rep buff. The activities related to the quest also give updated gear, and if you really want to, you can complete the other features like the Super Bloom or the Researchers Under Fire event for even more gear. It's not going to exactly propel you into high-level keys, but for many, this is likely the best way to kick things off. Go for the low-hanging fruit to replace your Season 3 pieces. Dungeons are going through some big changes. Normal, aka follower dungeons, haven't changed, which make this another decent source of explorer-level gear. Queuing for heroic dungeons requires an item level of 441 to give some of your more fresh alts something to work for. Heroics are going to hit a little bit harder in this season, but will also drop better loot. Adventurer gear will drop, and veteran gear is what you'll get from the Great Vault. Those who are familiar with WoW's older days might be accustomed to a regular dose of running heroic level dungeons for gear before moving on to higher difficulties. This is especially true because Mythic Zeros are going to be much more tough than they are currently. Think of Dawn of the Infinite numbers with rewards to match. Mythic Zeros will drop champion gear and give hero class gear from the Great Vault. Dawn of the Infinite will also be updated, dropping champion gear as well as hero pieces, although details on the hero gear aren't super clear. It sounds like doing a no-death run will be what awards hero gear at the end, but I'm gonna hold judgment for now. Finally, over in Mythic Plus World, everyone's keys are going to be reset down to 2s with respect to the numbers that have been squished and shifted around. In short, the milestones that you're looking for are as follows. Running 2s will be the way to get Worm Crests. Running 6s will start dropping Aspect Crests for upgrades and crafting. 7s will get you hero gear to drop at the end of a run. 8s will earn you myth gear from the Great Vault, and you want to time 10s to start earning dungeon portals. My personal tip is to work your way to 6s and then just kind of stay there until you're comfortable stepping into 8s for the myth level pieces. This way you're only dealing with 2 out of the 3 possible affixes at all times, and you can complete your gearing goals before progressing towards Keystone Hero and portals. Gearing through crafting and PvP isn't changing much in this season. The crest used in higher level crafts will need new enchanting recipes which can drop from doing the weekly Last Hurrah quests. It's also the final week before Plunder Storm ends. Plunder is doubled in these last few days, so good luck and happy grinding for your collections. For the transmog lovers out there, we'll start off with 1 Catalyst charge this week, and we'll get 1 more every week afterwards. In other events this week, Classic Ashran is the Brawl, and TBC Time Walking is in play, which might kind of throw a lot of this out of the loop. Being at the start of this season, TBC Time Walking is especially strong for the max level drops in the dungeons, the champion gear from completing 5 Time Walking dungeons, the champion gear that drops from Black Temple Time Walking, and the hero gear for completing the Time Walking raid quest. Which brings me to the brief guide on how to best get started in this season when we put it all together. If you have the opportunity, Time Walking is your best source for gearing this week, followed by Raid Finder if you meet the requirement. Complete the weekly quest for more champion gear and then consider your gear level and your playstyle. Heroics might be a good idea for some adventure level gear and is the most available way to continuously farm for gear. And if you feel up for it, start trying out Mythic Zeros or even Mythic Plus, and expect to run out of flight stones pretty quick. I'm going to link to you a reference chart that I made that points out what item drops are available from where. It's not the most elegant thing, but it provides lots of information, including my personal strategy for season content. I'm not sure what else to expect this week other than the hope for weekly builds of the War Within Alpha. We learned a ton already, and you can count on lots of mostly spoiler-free coverage here and other developments in the game. Please like the video, subscribe for more coverage, catch me live, and I'll catch you later. Let's have Bob close us out. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay breezy.
Wasted my life, it's obsession. I'm grinding reputation, I won't be denied. Hit that 25 and I'll be famous. Contract spent, I can't slow down. Rep is who I am, can't do anything else. So don't hold me back. Need that gear, I need that bond, I need that pet. So I'm gonna make soup, then I'm gonna world boss, then I'm gonna farm more, then I'm gonna not work. My renown will go up, then I'm gonna dig